Freckles and Stripes, the ultimate burping contest. The sun was just peeking over the zoo, painting the sky pink and orange. Freckles, the giraffe, stretched his long neck way up into the sky. "Good morning, Stripes," he called down to his best friend. Stripes, the tiger, yawned so wide you could see every one of his sharp teeth. "Good morning, Freckles. Ready for another exciting day of standing around?" Freckles sighed. "Yeah, the mornings are so boring. But once the kids arrive, that's when the fun begins." It was true. Whenever kids came to visit the zoo, Freckles and Stripes loved to make them laugh. Some days, they would dance in silly circles until they both got dizzy and fell over. Other days, they would burp so loudly that the parrots in the aviary started mimicking them. And sometimes, they would even let out a fart, just to hear the kids giggle. "Hey, I have an idea," Freckles said, lowering his long neck so his face was right next to Stripes. "Let's have a contest today. Whoever gets the kids to laugh the hardest wins." What's the prize?" Stripes asked suspiciously. "The loser gives their evening treat to the winner," Freckles grinned. Stripes gasped. "You mean your giant crunchy carrot or my big juicy steak?" "Exactly." "But wait," Stripes narrowed his eyes. "What's the challenge?" "Burping," Freckles announced. "Only burping. We will call it the ultimate burping contest." Stripes' eyes lit up. "Oh, it's on." By mid-morning, the rumor had spread across the entire zoo. The elephants were trumpeting about it, the monkeys were chattering, and even the flamingos were flapping their wings in excitement. "The ultimate burping contest? I wouldn't miss it," squawked a parrot. The hippos started showing off their burping skills in their pond. The meerkats started taking bets on who would win. Finally, the front gates opened, and the first kids came running towards Freckles and Stripes' enclosure. Stripes puffed out his chest. "Step aside, Freckles. Time to see what real burping talent looks like." He gulped down a huge breath of air. And then, "Brrrr." The sound started as a burp, but ended up as a terrifying tiger roar. The kids jumped back, eyes wide. One little boy hid behind his mom's legs. "Great," Freckles groaned. "Now you've scared them away." Stripes looked embarrassed. "Oops." Freckles stepped forward slowly. He took a tiny sip of air, then let out the teeniest, tiniest burp. Then he made the silliest face imaginable. Eyes crossing, tongue sticking out, lips all wobbly. Like his own burp smelled so bad, it shocked him. The kids burst into laughter, pressing their faces against the glass. "That's not fair," Stripes protested. "You made a silly face." "We didn't make any rules about that," Freckles said, with a shrug. "Fine," Stripes huffed. "I'm going again." He sucked in more air, and more, and more, until his belly was as round as a watermelon. But before he could burp, a big, noisy fart echoed across the enclosure. Freckles blinked in surprise, then burst out laughing so hard that he farted too. The two friends were laughing and farting, and the smell was so bad that they started running away from each other. But every time they took a step, they slipped on the grass and fell over. Finally, they bumped into each other in one big pile of stripes, spots, long legs, and tails. They rolled around, making more silly faces, gagging dramatically from the smell. The kids watching from the window laughed harder than ever. Some were laughing so hard they could barely breathe. Parents were shaking their heads, and even the zookeeper had to wipe tears from his eyes from laughing so hard. When they finally caught their breath, Freckles said, "I think it's pretty clear who won." "Yeah," Stripes said, grinning. "We both did." That night, they shared their treats, half a carrot for Stripes, half a steak for Freckles. As the stars twinkled above the zoo, Freckles said, "We may get bored sometimes, but with you around, life is never boring." Stripes yawned happily, best, funniest friend a tiger could have. And from that day on, the ultimate burping contest became a zoo tradition, though no one ever managed to top the day it ended with a double fart. The end. If the ultimate burping contest made you laugh today, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on our silly, stinky fun.